Dance your cares away. Worries for another day. Let the music play. Do you know where? Down at Fraggle Rock. Where they regularly watch. Is it?
Fraggle Rock.
Old classic.
Have we done that one?
Have I?
I don't know.
Oh, it was in my previous notes.
Don't know.
No, I don't know. I don't think we have. I think I normally remember if we have.
Okay.
I'm sure someone will pick us up on it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did the Addams Family, and we didn't do diddly-dint.
I can't click my fingers.
You're joking?
No. A little bit. I know.
Yeah.
And click my nose, as we discussed before.
Yeah, as we have recently discussed.
Can't click
Yeah,
my
do you remember
fingers.
the little creatures that also lived at Fraggle Rock?
Do you know, I think Fraggle Rock was just a little bit the wrong age group for me. I remember it being on the telly, but I was too old for it.
Yeah, yeah. We keep talking about that. You're what, 54 now?
51.
Okay. Doozers, they were.
They were what?
The Doozers.
What, the Fraggle Rock people?
No, the Fraggle Rock people were Fraggles.
Right.
But there was Doozers that lived with them.
I don't know what you're talking about. They were like the Muppets, weren't they? The whole thing was a bit like Muppets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny how Muppets sort of took on a
It's
different
got a completely different meaning.
yeah.
I put the little snippet of the two old men from the Muppets.
I saw actually, yeah.
Because a few people have pointed out that
We are just like them.
it's a bit similar.
Anyway.
What is that?
It looks like two ancient old guys.
That's crazy. No one would watch junk like that.
What are we looking at?
Well, today, Dan, it's a plugin from Harrison, who are now distributed by SSL.
Okay.
And apparently this is a much sought after plugin. It's the Harrison MPC channel strip, and MPC stands for Motion Picture Console.
Okay.
Because Harrison make these digital consoles which are in some very big movie mixing studios, which are very different to regular studios. They're basically cinemas with a massive mixing desk, like 20 foot long. Everything, every single line of dialogue will have its own channel, and it's like insane.
That's quite fancy about that.
And this is the software that runs on those consoles.
Okay.
This is the channel strip from those movie mixing consoles.
Okay, so what are the main differences then? Why do you need a different sort of kind of channel strip?
I don't think you necessarily need a different kind of channel strip.
Okay.
Obviously, they're going to be dealing with a lot of dialogue, so they need some vocal specific tools. But other than that, I think it's pretty much just low CPU hit, because you're going to be running hundreds of them.
Yep.
And, high quality, I guess.
Go on then.
Go on then. Take us
do
through
your
it.
job. Yeah.
Okay. So, it's at the top here, we have an 8-band EQ, which is very nice. You get a nice little readout of what the EQ's doing, and you can look at that in different ways. You can have the old spectral analysis, or you can have a waveform and all, whatever you want. And there's, of the 8 bands, they can be shelves, they can be notches, they can be bells, whatever. Shelves, I said shelves.
Yep.
High and low cut, all the rest of it. Very useful, perfectly usable. Nothing special, nothing not great, just a regular digital EQ, really. You can see here the A and B, that's your two filters there.
Yep.
You've then got a denoiser section, that's all right, actually. You set your threshold and your high and low points, and I guess if you're working with dialogue from a movie, there's going to be some times when there's noise that needs removing. So that's quite cool. There's a de-esser section here.
Yeah.
It's like kind of... Yeah, the old dialogue, lots of de-essing issues with dialogue all the time. I quite like the de-esser. You set your two different points where you basically, the top end, the bottom end of it, you set the point where you want it to de-ess. You set your attack speed. It's pretty good, actually. You set your threshold there. I like it. It's a good de-esser. You've then got a compressor. Again, bog standard, isn't it, for dialogue or whatever else. You're going to set your ratio, your D, your depth, your attack, your release. Or it can work in program mode, program specific. Set your threshold there. And then back end, you've got your routing. So basically you can reconfigure what order this works in, and that will work better for some things than others. If you put the EQ before the compressor before the EQ, de-esser in a different place, different times, I guess you have to experiment to get the best quality out of it. But that's it. So it's an 8-band EQ, a denoiser, a de-esser, a compressor. You can change the signal flow.
Yeah.
The de-esser's 2-band.
But it's quite specifically for film dialogue, film and TV dialogue,
Yes.
which is why you have no harmonic sort of stuff going on.
Yeah, it's very clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's completely clean. Yeah, there's some interesting things about it. So you see the little ear symbols on each
Yep.
section. That allows you to solo just that. So the other sections all shut down.
Yeah.
And you hear just what the compressor does or just what the EQ does.
Okay.
So that's quite useful. But other than that, that's about it.
Okay.
Well,
Well, it's been some time since we've done any dialogue.
dialogue. We have done some
We have done some in the past.
some film stuff and done dialogue. Yeah, I mean it's when I've mixed. How many films have I mixed? 4 films I've mixed. I didn't mix the dialogue for one of them. Someone else did that. But for 3 of them, I mixed the dialogue. Yeah, it's quite tricky. You do use you need a very good EQ. You need a de-esser. You need probably a couple of different compressors really to find the one that works. Yes, it's a tricky job. It is a tricky job. I can see this would work for that.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent stuff. Well, it's a bit of a left field.
bit of a left field one. Yeah, it is for us. Yeah.
I don't really know what to ask.
Okay. Well, it's available from SSL. You go to their website.
Oh,
where
you're
you've got the
SSL
plugins.
shilling again, are you?
I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not, especially not after this.
Okay, so
There's
a demo.
there is a demo. 14 days, usual standard SSL demo situation. And then that's just the price.
How much does it cost?
£799.
No, surely that's $79.99.
No, 700.
$7.99.
No.
You're going to say it's a great plug-in because it's nice and.
£799.
Are they having a fucking laugh? Why does it cost that much?
Do you know what? Here's the thing.
Yeah.
It was on sale until a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
You could get it for 99 quid.
So, okay.
And a lot of people were freaking out. It's kind of why we're looking at it. It showed up on a bunch of forums. Oh, you can get this for 99 quid, blah, blah, blah. So I thought, well, I'll go and have a look. It's nothing special. I get it that on a console that you might have 100 channels, you need something that's low CPU and high quality, and this is what that does, and it's very clear. You can see what's going on at a glance. I get that, how it works for mixing a film. However, in the world we work in now, why you would want this plugin on your computer for 799 quid baffles me. Even if you're mixing film, the stock plugins within pretty much any DAW will do what this does. This isn't doing anything special at all.
We need to put a call out. If anyone can explain. I mean, the fact that it was on sale at, 1/7 or 1/8 of the price,
Give or take, yeah.
undermines
Yeah.
the price of it. Surely,
It's massively taking the piss.
yeah.
800 quid.
I think it wins an award though, doesn't
I
it?
think it wins an award. We've never had a plugin that cost that amount. I think we had one that was close to 500 quid not that long ago, and that was pretty fucking stupid. But £799 for a channel strip, it's not even modelling anything. It's just, it's a direct digital copy of something that already exists, and it makes sense that it exists within a digital console. And I get that. What you're paying for when you buy that console, which is really expensive, is the hardware. The software, yeah, okay, you've had to pay to develop it, but this now is rinsing that. Someone has gone, get all that R&D money back, we'll sell it as a plugin. And all those people mixing films, indie films in little studios,
will think they need it. And
it's like, no, you don't need it. It's not doing anything special. I mean,
unless anybody can, in the comments, can let us know, are we missing something?
I honestly played with it for ages. It's fine. It does what it says it
But
does.
what about the plugin?
It's just not worth £799. I'm not sure it's worth £100.
No.
That's insanity. And I really hope there's no one out there mixing indie films thinking, oh, I should get that. That's going to really make a difference. It's going to make no difference. It's just not. It's a digital processor. You can get this stuff way cheaper. Go and spend that money on something else that will help your film post-production way more.
Surely like isotope stuff or something like that.
Yeah, but anything.
You know.
Almost anything. Go and buy yourself, that new Tone Boosters stuff.
Yep.
Go on their website, get their EQ, get their de-esser, get all their stuff. It will cost you maybe £100 for the lot. Don't spend £799 on this. That's mental.
It is completely.
It's a whole new level of mentalness.
You could buy a second-hand Mac and a brand new copy of Logic
You could for that.
for that.
Yeah, you could. Get yourself an old Mac Mini,
Yeah.
copy of Logic. You
Yeah.
could be mixing films on that with the stock plugins.
Yeah.
That ain't going to help you. Don't go getting this. Insanity.
So, Sean,
Yeah.
is it insane?
Yes, it's insane. And yes, it's... I mean, it's not shit. It works. But fuck off. £799. Don't be mental. And if... maybe this is where we discover the anger of the film community. Maybe they're going to come after us. Oh, but
Maybe.
you don't understand.
Yeah.
This has mixed so many
Maybe
big...
we don't, yeah.
Whatever. Maybe so. But if that's the case, I've got some plugins I'd like you to listen to.
Yeah. And we're £800 richer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd be cross if I'd spent £800 on that.
It's like the magic beans of the plugin community.
There you go. I think that succinctly brings us to the end of this video. Please remember to like it.
If you can possibly like a £799 plugin review. Subscribe to the channel maybe become a channel member. There's Instagram, there's Patreon, there's some links to our top 5 plugins, there's some course links and a whole bunch of other stuff, and it's all down there, and we will see you next time.
Sayonara, suckers.
Adios.